I grew up in church, and I accepted Jesus into my heart at a really young age. But somewhere along the way, I got really confused and legalistic, and I thought that a relationship with God meant that I had to do all these things to approach Him. This led to me having panic attacks, starting about 5 years ago in my freshman year of college. And then later that year, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. It was a really hard time in my life. I was already in my head with the legalism, trying to figure out how I could be good enough for God, how I could earn my way, into Him. And then I was dealing with just this darkness, just over myself, which led to later that year in 2013, me trying to commit suicide, which was one of the hardest times of my life. And I remember being in the hospital and realizing that even there at the very lowest part of me, God was there with me, and that God loved me, which gave God the opportunity to start working on my heart. I was put on meds, I was in really intensive therapy, but through it all, through these past 5 years, it's just been God showing me how much He loves me and how much He is here with me through it all. I didn't think that my story was worth sharing until I really started serving at ACC. I was doing pro for which is the slides for the services, one of the baptisms. And I remember asking God, hey, when is it my turn to share my story? And that was just a really cool experience, and God leading me to do this. So I love this church, and I love that through serving, I've learned to commit myself more and more to God.